So yesterday we have started unit number 3, projections of solids. Okay, in that just we have seen introduction. So classification of solids. How solids are classified? Can anybody tell? Many more times we have discussed in projection of line, in projection of plane, even in the introduction of this chapter also yesterday we have seen. It is mainly divided into how many categories? Solids are divided into how many categories?
Two categories.
Which are they?
Polyhedron and solids of revolution.
Polyhedron and solids of revolution. Okay, so polyhedron means the solids which are bounded by flat surfaces. Poly means many, hydron means flat surfaces. Further, how polyhedrons are classified?
Three types.
Three types. Which are they?
Prism, pyramid, tetrahedron.
Prism and pyramid. And tetrahedron, third. So basically, yesterday we have discussed this also. So how or what is the difference between prism and pyramid? What is the difference between prism and pyramid?
Base and top is same in prism.
Base and top is
Same.
in case of
Yes.
prism. And what about pyramid?
Pyramid having base and all flat surfaces meet in single point called as apex.
What is called as apex? Very good. So prism and pyramid. So here we will see what is that. Further, tetrahedron, tetra means 4. All flat surfaces will meet at one point. It is having 4 different apices with respect to 4 different bases, we can say. So 4 apex it is having. That is called as tetrahedron. Further, solids of revolutions are further classified into only 3 categories. So cylinder is a unique solid. Many more times we have seen cylinder. Then cone. Okay, it is having a circular base or base as a circle, and there is one apex. Okay, and last one is, which was the third category? Sphere. Very simple. Sphere, something like ball-like structure. Okay, so it is a sphere. So today just we will see. After that, one important concept we have seen. So one of the drawing I have drawn something like staircase or steps of the bungalow, etc. We can say, and one of the some inclined surface structure. So dark line and dotted line concept. What I want to tell, what when dark line will come and when dotted line will come. So what we have seen yesterday, when dark line will come into the drawing.
Change of surface.
When there is a change of surface, then dark line will come. And when, so opposite to that, if there is a change of surface, but we are unable to see from the visualization direction. Visualization direction maybe from the front, maybe from the top, or maybe from the side. Change of surface is there, but we are unable to see from the visualization direction. Then dotted line is coming. Dotted line maybe dotted line you might have seen how it is dotted line. So once it will come into picture, we will see. So before that, today we have discussed when dark line is coming, whenever there is a change of surface. Okay. So today, just a revision of solids. Once again, we will see. So here I will draw a square prism and square pyramid. 2 different objects I will draw here. So just see. So what will be the base of square pyramid or prism? It will be square. Okay. So what is basic difference between prism and pyramid? What we have seen. So for both cases, base will be square. Base will be square. So what I will do, so whatever this base is there, it will have certain height. Okay, it will have certain height. So I will give height to this particular base, square base. So what it will form if I will give height? What it will form? First object, I will give height, certain height. So 60 height I have given. What it is forming? What is this object?
Square prism.
Square prism. Are you getting? It is a square prism. Okay. So one which is having square as a top and base. It is bounded by what? Flat surfaces.
Flat surfaces.
Flat surfaces. It is called a square prism. Now on the other hand, I will draw so what is this? Are you observing?
Pyramid.
Square
Pyramid.
pyramid. Now at this stage, have you got the difference? First object, yellow colored object is a square uh, prism. And here left hand side, sorry, right hand side is a square. What is that?
Pyramid.
Pyramid. Now you just imagine you are observing this object from the top. You are observing from the top. What you will observe? What you are observing from the top? Left hand side, top view of square prism. What is the top view of square prism?
Square.
Square. Right hand side, what is the top view of square pyramid? Whether it will be only square or we have to join its diagonal?
Join its diagonal.
Join its diagonal.
We have to join its diagonal. Why?
Because it is pyramid.
Why? Why we should join? Because these surfaces are very good.
Meet in single point.
These are meeting in single point. Okay, but why we should join? Yesterday we have seen concept of
change in surface.
Change in surface. It is a change in surface. That's why. Because so now here I will try to give colors to these surfaces. Okay, so that these surfaces are different. It is not unique one. These surfaces are different. That's why we have to join its. Maybe suppose blue I will give here, and here again one of the any color, something like this. So this is the main difference. It will see both the object. It will see both these objects. So you will come to know that. So these are the objects. So whatever surfaces are there for the square prism and square pyramid. So one side it is a square prism and another one is what? Square pyramid. So once you are going to see its top view, you will come to know that there is a change of surface. This we are supposed to draw. This we want to supposed to draw. Here specifically I have given different colors where there is a change of surface. That's why we have to join its midpoint or corner with, or we should join its diagonal in case of pyramid. So why we should join? Are you getting? Why we should join the diagonals of the pyramid in its top view? Is the correct technical answer, Kaya? What is the correct technical answer? Why we should join its diagonal?
Change of surface.
Change in surface.
Change of surface. These four surfaces are different. This surface number 1, it is different. Surface number 2, it is different. Surface number 2, it is different. It is different. Likewise, that's why it is necessary to join. It is necessary to join these surfaces. On the other hand, in case of square pyramid, what it is happening? Sorry, square prism, whether top surface is different or it is unique one or same. एकच आहे का वेगळा आहे?
Unique.
Unique one. It is unique one. So there is no question of
Square.
what? There is no question of dark line. Dark line will not come. Only what will come in top view?
Square.
Only square. So if you see carefully, it will be like this. Yeah, are you observing? It will be something like this. It will see a top view of prism. It will be only square. Prism and pyramid. It should not be jumble. Huh? That's why you should not confuse. That's why I'm taking time here to understand. Once you are going to observe top view of prism, only square will come. Top side. So bottom side, it is having bottom side also square. But where is that? It is having bottom also square. If you see carefully. But with the top it is getting overlap, correct? So it is having bottom also, so like a square, it will see carefully. Okay, so these are the such objects. So it is very necessary because these objects we are supposed to draw, and height will be given, base side will be given in all the problems. Okay, it is a square prism. Now flat surfaces. So let us, I will ask a certain question here. So left hand side is a square prism. How many flat surfaces it is having? Flat surfaces for the square prism?
6.
6.
Six. Very good. How six? Peripheral, how many?
4.
4.
4. And top and base equal to 4 plus 2. How many?
6.
6.
6. Okay. Similarly, how many flat surfaces square pyramid is having, which is at the right?
5.
5.
Peripheral, how many?
4.
4.
And base.
One is base. There is a base. So total how many flat surfaces?
5.
5. Very good. Now one more question. As like its flat surfaces, one more concept is there. It is called as edge, sharp edge or edge or slant edge, we can say, or edge. It is called as edge. EDGE. Have you heard this word edge?
Yes. Sir.
Yes, sir.
sir.
So how many edges a prism is having?
12.
How many? So this will be one edge. Huh? This particular edge. Are you observing my cursor? Or in other way, instead of that, I will show like this. Now you tell me how many edges a square prism is having.
12. 12.
Like this now. 12. Any problem? So lines
sir.
you have to
12.
12. Top side 4, vertical 4, and base is having
4.
4.
so 4 plus 4 plus 4. How many edges?
12.
12.
Edges will be there.
12 edges.
12 edges. Any problem? This is most important. That solid we have to see very carefully. Similarly, how many edges will be there for the pyramid, square pyramid?
8.
You can measure here. 4 slant edges. It is called as slant. Slant means inclined.
4.
It is not vertical. The edges of the pyramid, is it vertical or is it inclined? Is it vertical or is it inclined?
Inclined.
Inclined.
Inclined. So we are calling it as a slant edge. SLANT. Slant edge. EDGE. Slant edge means inclined edge. So 4 inclined edge plus 4 base. 4 base.
Base.
It is equal to 8. It is having 8 edges. So this is also most important. So its top view will be something like this. So in 2D we are going to draw. Its top view will be like this, and once you are going to see from the front, it will be like this. See carefully. Such problems we are going to solve. So here height will be given, certain height will be given. So in front view it will look like this, and in top view it will look like this. Any problem? Just I am showing the objects because physically I cannot show. That's why I am drawing here and I am showing. Have you understood what is square prism and what is square pyramid?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you understood? Just
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
only you have to see. Shall I show next two objects? Suppose we will I will go for pentagonal prism and pentagonal pyramid. Okay. So how many sides will be there?
5.
5.
5. Okay. So 5 will be there. So it will be a simple regular pentagon. So once we are going to join, how to find center of pentagon? In case of pyramid, we require to find its center of this particular pentagon. How to find center? Anybody? For this particular pentagon, I want to find its center. How to find its center? Huh? Can anybody want to try?
Diagonals join करो.
Join the diagonal.
Diagonals.
Which point? Where is the diagonal? Where is the question of diagonal? Joining of diagonal is not correct. How to find center?
Angle bisector join करायचे.
Angle bisector. Simply, very simple. So opposite point, corner with its midpoint, means midpoint of this, like this, means take the midpoint of one of the side. In front of that particular side there will be one of the corner. That corner we have to join. Any two, likewise you can join any two. So for this line, if I will take midpoint, which will be the corner, the next corner I have to join. So if you do for remaining three sides also, so all this will pass through one point. If you want to try, it will be like this. Midpoint will be this, its opposite corner will be this. The midpoint of this opposite corner is this. So all it will go through one point. All sides will go from this point. So minimum how many midpoint and opposite corner you have to join to find center? Minimum out of 5?
2.
Minimum 2 are sufficient. Minimum 2 sufficient. Any 2 you can join. Any 2. So these are sufficient. We can say. Any 2 you can join. So you will get midpoint, and there it will be. So there you can take 1 point. Okay. Then let us convert. First, I will convert into its prism and pyramid. So just I'm showing all the solid objects. So this apex will be at certain height. So let us give. I will give height certain height. Okay. So prism is having certain height. Okay. So I will give height to this base, which is a pentagonal. So let us I have given as a 60 height, and similarly here also. So that point I will join with the base by what surface? Curved or flat surface? Curved or flat?
Flat.
Flat surfaces. I have to join it by flat surfaces. So I will join it. So it will be something like this. So if you see this object, it is something like this. Okay. So what is the name of these two objects? How it looks?
Pentagonal prism and pentagonal pyramid.
Pentagonal prism and pentagonal pyramid. If you want to see carefully again, more aesthetic view. So in top view, how these objects will look. Are you observing here? If you see this top view, it will be something like this. Top view, very carefully, you have to see top view of pentagonal pyramid. Whether that center point is joined with the corner. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why it is joined?
Change of surface.
Change of surfaces, or these surfaces are different. For your information, once again I will tell. These surfaces are different. Again, this surface, triangular surfaces. Triangular surfaces. These surfaces are different again. So these are the surfaces. Okay. So here again one question I will ask. So in case of prism and pyramid, it is bounded by flat surface. No issue. In both cases, it is bounded by flat surfaces. But what is the type of flat surface in case of prism, and what is the type of flat surface in case of pyramid?
Square and triangular.
Square, not necessary. It will be square only. Square असेल सांगू शकत नाही. Square means all sides are equal. If you see carefully, so maybe in this way. So whatever flat surface you are observing, so So this, it may not be square, rectangular we have to say, rectangular. In case of prism, solid is bounded by rectangular flat surfaces, and in case of pyramid, solid is bounded by which type of flat
Triangular.
surfaces?
Triangular.
For multiple choice question, this question may be asked. In case of prism, solid is bounded by what type of flat surfaces? What should be your answer?
Triangular.
Triangular.
In case of prism,
Rectangular.
Rectangular.
in case of prism, rectangular flat surfaces. In case of pyramid, what type of flat surfaces?
Triangular.
Triangular.
Triangular. And its top view will be like this. Such top view we are going to draw. So are you getting the object?
Yes, sir.
So this one is our. So like this we can draw. Like this we can draw. Nothing is there. So like this object will be there. Okay. So first, what is the name of this object? Which I am highlighting right
Pentagonal
now.
prism.
No.
Pentagonal
Hexagonal
prism.
prism. Very good. And what is this object?
Pentagonal
Pentagonal
pyramid.
pyramid.
Pentagonal pyramid. Okay. So in case of pyramid, it is always necessary to join its center with the corner. Why? Because there is a change of surface. Similarly, shall I draw here hexagonal? What hexagonal prism and pyramid? Is it necessary, or are you imagining right now? Are you imagining what will be the hexagonal prism? Describe hexagonal prism. Hexagonal
Base
prism.
and top is hexagon.
Base and top will be
Hexagon.
hexagon. What about pyramid? Hexagonal pyramid. So here base of prism and pyramid I have drawn. How to find center? So here your earlier answer will be correct.
Joining diagonal.
Diagonal or opposite corner, opposite in front of each other. Only two again. Not necessary to join third also. So if at all you will join, it will pass through that point like this. So minimum two you can join. Minimum two like this. Minimum two you can join to get its what center. Get its center like this. Now immediately I will convert into prism and pyramid. So immediately I will convert. So for prism there is a height, same top and base will be there, correct? For prism, so what I will do? It will be something like this. Okay. And it will be, so what is this? Which are these two solids?
Hexagonal prism and hexagonal pyramid.
You will see its top view, how it is. So in which case its center is joined with the corner.
Hexagonal
case?
pyramid.
Hexagonal pyramid, because these surfaces are different. These surfaces are different. Okay. This is most important because this triangular surface is different. Okay, then this particular triangular surface is different. That's why, and we have seen whenever there is change of surface, there is what it is coming. What it is coming
Dark
whenever
line.
there is dark line. So whenever there is a change of surface, dark line is coming. That is most important thing in case of. So whenever a dark line will come in the drawing, we have to understand there is a change of surface, something like this. Okay, so this is hexagon. So if you want to see again, it's front view. So it is front view will be like this. Okay, triangular means front view of pyramid is something like triangular shape, and front view of prism is we can say rectangular shape. So this is most important to study this chapter or to understand this chapter. So again, I will ask a simple question: how many edges are there for the square prism? How many edges are there for
18.
the square prism?
18.
18. Very good. How many flat surfaces are there for for hexagonal prism?
6.
Hello.
Huh? Who is there?
8.
8.
8.
Bhosle? Shorya Bhosle, do you want to say something? How many flat surfaces are there for hexagonal prism? Peripheral, how many flat surfaces are there?
6.
6.
Top and base, how many are there total then?
8.
8.
Very good. What about hexagonal pyramid? How many flat surfaces are there?
7.
7.
7. Peripheral, how many?
6.
6.
Spherical 6, and one is
Base.
Base.
so total
7.
7.
7. So simple question will be asked. This is most important understanding. So how how prism is bounded by what type of flat surfaces?
Rectangular.
Rectangular. And pyramid is bounded by what type of?
Triangular.
Triangular.
Triangular. So here, once we are going to draw, suppose top view of, suppose I want to draw top view of hexagonal prism, this object, first object. So whenever I am going to give name, whenever I am going to give name to the corner, in case of projection of plane, at each corner we were giving only one name, because it was a simple plane, hexagonal plane. But hereafter, whenever we are going to give name to the corners, whenever we are going to give names to the corner, at that corner there will be two names at each corner. That is the first difference between projection of plane and projection of solid. Why we will be giving two names of each corner in top view? Top view मध्ये प्रत्येक ठिकाणी दोन नावे देणार आहोत. One may be A, another at same place, suppose at this place. One A1, B2, C3 like this. असं का करणार असेल हो? What is your logic? Correct. Who is telling correct? Top and
Base.
top and base is going to overlap each other. ते overlap होणार आहेत. Top and base is going to overlap means for in case of prism, top and base is same, which is hexagonal in this case. So it is going to overlap. So इथे imagine होते का तुम्हाला की overlap होणार आहे. Top and base is going to overlap. That's why we are going to give at each corner there will be two names. इथे येते का बघा लक्षात याचा. Base ही hexagon आहे आणि top सुद्धा काय आहे? Hexagon. That's why in case of its top view, we are going to give two names at each corner. का दोन नावे देणार आहे आपण प्रत्येक कॉर्नरला in case of solid?
Top and base overlap.
Very good. Top and base is going to become overlap. That's why. In case of prism, is it necessary to give two names at each corner? Like prism?
No.
In case of pyramid?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Not necessary. But at the center, what name we have to give for the center? O. For the apex, we have to give name O, and that apex we have to join with each corner. That we have to join with each corner. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
If you have understood this, further is very simple. If you are unable to understand this, it is very difficult. So for example, now I have understood this. Now last two solids, last two, cylinder and cone. So directly I will draw one cylinder. there will be one circle, and suppose this. So it is very famous, not necessary. It is very famous solid. We can say cylinder. Okay, so how a cylinder you can see here. How a particular cylinder is. It is like this. It is like this. You might have observed many times. Okay, so it will be like this, and cone. I will tell cone. It is having apex. So it will be like this. So this will be cone. Okay, so first left hand side, which is this object? Left hand side, yellow color.
Cylinder.
Cylinder.
Cylinder. It is having cylinder. Top and base is circle and
Circle.
bounded by
Curved
curved
surfaces.
surface. Which is right hand solid, which is green in color.
Cone. Cone.
It is having what? It is having what?
Apex.
Apex.
Apex and base is a
Circle.
and bounded by
Curved surface.
bounded by curved surface. So if you want to see its top view, it will be something like this. So in both case, how it will be? In both case, it will be circle. In both case, it will be circle. Actually, here in case of cylinder, these lines are called as projector lines, or it is some other name is there. It is imaginary. Yeah? Actually, technically, this we should not join. We should not join its apex with the corners, but that another name is there for our convenient. We have to divide this. In both cases, technically, it should be circle only. It should be circle only. As there is no change of surface, by default it is showing, but it should not show. That one name is there for that line which we are joining with apex. So that right now I'm not remembering. Projector line something, or I will tell. Circle. Meanwhile, you remember both should show circle only. So this in top view, both should show circle like this. And it's front view. If you want to see its front view, it will be something like this. Front view will be something like this. Triangular. How will be the front view of cylinder? Cylinderचा front view कसा असेल? If you want
Like
to see
rectangle.
front view of cylinder, first object, how it will be? If you want to see from the front, how it will be?
Rectangular.
Rectangular, very good. It will be rectangular or rectangle. And what will be the front view of cone? Second object, front view of cone.
Triangular.
It will be triangle. It will be triangle. It will be a triangle only. So one more thing, so if at all you want to see the front view of this cylinder, so simply it will be a rectangle. It will be a rectangle like this. It will be a rectangle. Okay. Now a dotted line concept I have told yesterday. Dotted line concept. So what is that actually? So let me clear what is that dotted line concept. So suppose this cylinder is having one hole. So try to understand. So it is having one circular hole. Means hollow cylinder. Suppose hollow. Means certain hole is there to that cylinder. This cylinder is something like this. So cylinder आहे. How is this cylinder? Is it solid or is it hollow? That's a
Hollow.
hollow cylinder. Hollow. Now, if you want to see its front view, what is the concept of dotted line? If you want to see from the front view, whether that cylinder, whether that hole is observed from the front view, 20% the hole is it will see its front view. From the front view, whether that hole is observed.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, it will see its top view, whether that hole is observed.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
From the top we are observing, from the front we are not observing. So while drawing this, so in short manner I will tell how it is. So top view will be something like this. There will be one circle, top view. There will be one another circle, something like this. While drawing its front view, I will make it little smaller, like this suppose. While drawing its front view, our general method. From this, we have to draw projection line up to this. Then we have to take height. Then from here, we have to draw projection line up to this, our reference line. And then we have to draw this. Okay. So it will be a rectangle. It will be a simple rectangle. But in front view, that particular circular hole is not observed. That particular circular hole is not observed. But it is there in the object. And it is a change of surface. So what we have to show, from here we have to draw a line, and then here there is one line. From this hole again we have to draw projection line up to here, then this line. Whatever lines we are observing, these two lines, it should be dotted. Why it is dotted? Why it should be dotted one? It may be something like,
Because in front view we not see.
we are not observing this, so that's why it should be dotted, dot be something like this. Here there will be line, again line, or something like this we can say. Dotted line, only a line like this. Like this dotted line we have to draw. Whatever I have drawn red color, we can see it is a dotted line, something like this. So concept is what, once we are going to not, it is not possible to observe from the front, then we can draw dotted line, particular edge. That's why. So that is the concept. Once problem will come, we will see. Have you understand different types of solids?
Yes,
Have
sir.
you understood
Yes, sir.
what are the different types of solids and how we can draw it? Concept. Shall we go for problem? Shall we start the problems from this? Are you observing screen? Now let us see problem. Simple problems again. First problem from this. So for the introduction only. Shall we start? Problem number 1. Who will read? Now we will start the problems. Who will read the problem? Are you observing problem statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will give opportunity to Om Dikshit 22. 22. 25.
Yes, sir.
Will you read the problem statement?
Yes, sir. A square prism with base side 40 mm and 65 mm height is resting on its base in HP with one of its side perpendicular to VP. The face containing resting side is inclined at 45 degree to HP. Draw its positions.
Okay. So I will give 1 minute to all to read the problem. So please read the problem, and once afterwards our regular method, drawing XY line, plane, views, etc. Regular, nothing else. A square prism. All of you, please read the problem. Then we will solve this. A square prism with base side 40 mm and 60 mm height is resting on its base in HP with one of its side perpendicular to VP. The face containing resting side is inclined at 45 degree to HP. Draw its projections. So have you read all? सगळ्यांनी वाचला का हा
Yes,
प्रॉब्लेम?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in case of projection of plane, what we were doing same. In case of projection of planes, what we were doing, or shall we take break for 10 minutes and then start, or shall we continue?
Continue, sir.
Continue, sir.
Okay. So as like in case of projection of plane, first we were observing which type of plane is given. Parallel to that here also, which type of solid is given, we have to see first. So which type or which solid is given in this problem statement?
Square prism.
Square prism.
Very carefully you have to see what it is given. Square prism. So you should
Prism.
not confuse at this stage difference between square prism and square pyramid. So square prism is given. Square prism. What are its dimensions?
40 mm and 65 mm.
What is 40 mm?
Base.
Side.
Base side. Base.
Square is having many more sides, 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12 sides or 12 edges we will say, or sides. But what it is given? A square prism with base side 40 mm means
40
whatever
mm.
is there, base side 40, and how much height is given?
65.
65.
65.
65 mm. Okay, so as like our projection of plane, we have to first observe where, in which reference plane this particular solid is lying. Is it in HP or is it in VP? That also we have to see first. So if you'll read the problem statement, its base is lying in where?
HP.
So it will not happen. A particular base is in HP and a remaining solid is in VP. Okay, it will not happen. As the base is in HP means total solid is in HP. That's simple thing we have to apply. As the base is in HP means total solid is in HP. Okay. So where will be true shape of base will come? In HP or in VP?
In HP.
HP.
In HP. So solid we have identified which solid is given, then where it is lying, that also we have identified. Next thing, most important now, how this solid is placed in HP. Most important, how this solid is placed in HP.
One of its side perpendicular to VP.
Very good. One of its side means base side. One of its, actually that word should be there. If it is not, okay. But as it is lying in base, so I will add that base word. It should be there here. One of its base side perpendicular to what?
VP.
One of its base side perpendicular to VP means in case of plane, whatever that side was there, where we were drawing that side, towards left or towards right?
Towards left.
Left.
In case of plane, we were drawing that side, the line side of the plane towards left, but here exactly opposite thing we have to do. हे लक्षात ठेवा, most important change in this chapter. In case of plane, that particular side, resting side, I will say, resting side or resting corner, we were drawing towards left. But in case of solid, we have to draw towards right.
Right.
This is most important change in this chapter. Change is as far as compared to first projection of plane and projection of solid. So that we have to remember, or you can write in your notebook, resting corner or resting side towards left in case of projection of plane, and resting corner or resting side, it will be towards right in
Right.
case of
Projection
in
of
case
Projection
of
of solid.
solid.
in case of projection of solid, or in case of solid, we will say. So shall I start with its true shape? So further condition is given that we will see. So first, what we will do, as like we were drawing true shape and edge view or line view, true shape and edge view or line view. That was the first step in projection of solid. Here also we have to draw solid now with its first initial condition. Initial condition is what? It is resting in HP on its base. It is resting in HP on its base. So that we have to draw. So shall we start?
Yes, sir.
So what will be the true shape of its base in HP? So what I will draw? Here I will draw one line. What will be its length? What will be its length? 40.
Yes, sir.
And how that line is perpendicular to what?
VP.
VP.
VP. So it will be like this: 40, 40, 40. So that base will be like this: 40. So if I will tell, so start with me now. So this particular edge, maybe I will give name A, B, C, D. So I will start giving names from the right hand side: A, B, then this will be C, and this will be D. So this we have drawn as its base. So which side we have drawn, or which this particular prism will be resting till the end, or which side we have drawn perpendicular to VP?
AB.
AB. We have started with AB. So somebody may say that CD is also perpendicular to VP. Okay, that is also correct. But once we are going to give inclination, further inclination, that AB will remain on XY line, not CD. AB will remain. So you will come to know that. So this is the true shape of base, square. So as we know, whether the true shape of top and base are overlapping in case of prism, overlap होतात
Yes,
का?
sir. Yes, sir.
So overlapping होतात का overlap?
Yes, sir.
So at each corner, how many names will come in case of prism?
2.
2.
2.
Two. So I will A comma 1. Either you can give comma, or if not possible, okay. B2, then C2, sorry, C3, and D4. D4. Okay, and you can give dimensionals. Draw with me now. So what should be the dimension?
40.
40. 40. For base, what name we have given? With the starting, we should draw very slowly. What is the name of base? I will ask now randomly. Sarthak Lokande, is it possible for you to tell what is the base of this square prism and what is the top of this square prism?
Yes, sir.
Base चं नाव काय आहे याच्या base? In
Base,
terms of ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4. In terms of ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4. which is the base. आपण बेसला काय नाव दिलं याच्या?
CB.
ABCD. It is a square. ABCD will be base. जर आपण एकच नाव दिलं, for each corner, suppose we will give only one name, ABCD. So the person who is going to read the drawing, what he will understand? For all of you, एकच नाव दिलं मी प्रत्येक कॉर्नरला. Only one name I have given to each corner, ABCD. The person who is going to read the drawing, what he will come to know that हे काय आहे? Is it solid or is it plain?
Plain.
Plain.
The person who is going to read the drawing, he will come to know that it is not solid, it is plain. Why? Because only one name is there at each corner. Only one name is there at each corner. Correct. So as like there, so what just now we have seen, how many edges are there for the square prism? How many edges are there?
12.
12.
Looking to this naming, are you able to tell these 12 edges? If I will ask this question, which are the 12 edges of this square prism? कुठले कुठले edges आहेत सांगू शकेल का कोण? बेसच्या 4 आहेत. Which are the edges of base?
AB.
AB, BC,
BC,
CD, AD.
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 AD. These are 4s. Then top 4 edges. Which are top 4 edges? Top surface?
1,
1,
2, 2, 3,
2,
2,
3,
3,
3, 4, 4, 1.
4, 1. Okay, very good. And vertical? Vertical edges.
A1, B2.
A1,
A1,
B2,
B2,
Very good.
C3, D4.
B2, C3, and D4. Okay, for A1 edge or any edge we can take, which is vertical. What we are observing in the top view? आपल्याला top view मध्ये काय दिसतंय? A1 edge चा
Corner.
edge view.
edge view line. A1 is a line, no? A1 चा कुठला व्ह्यू दिसतोय आपल्याला? टॉप व्ह्यू म्हणजे whatever we have drawn right now. What we are observing? Which view we are observing?
Base.
Not base. View.
Line view.
Point view.
Line.
Not line view.
Point view.
Line view. Point view. Correct. Who has given answer?
Top
Point view is correct answer. Because that A and 1 point is at one place. Point view. B and 2 at one place. Point view. D and 4 at one place. Why we are getting point view of A1H? असे क्वेश्चन तयार व्हायला पाहिजेत माइंड मध्ये. Then you can understand why we are getting point view
Because
of.
of
It
overlapping.
is perpendicular to VP.
Very good. It is perpendicular to VP or HP. Point view कुठे मिळाला आपल्याला? HP मध्ये का VP मध्ये? A1
HP.
A आणि
HP.
कुणाला परपेंडिक्युलर असणार आहे?
VP.
VP ला.
So असेल. How it is? इलेक्ट्रिकल पोल उभा असतो, उभा. इलेक्ट्रिकल पोल vertically. So once you are going to see its top view of electrical pole, where you are getting its point view? In HP or in VP?
In HP.
HP.
HP. To whom that electrical pole is perpendicular?
To HP.
Electrical pole, if you imagine, to whom it is perpendicular? HP or VP?
HP. HP.
As like that only, no? If the line is perpendicular to one of the reference plane, it will show its point view in that plane, as like our true length. Parallel, if it is parallel, it will show its true length in that plane. If it is perpendicular to that plane, it will show its what view or which view in that plane?
Point view.
Point view. It will show its point view in that plane. So like this. So now here we have to draw front view. So our regular method again. We want to draw here front view. What I have to do? We have to draw now projection. We have to draw its projection in front view. Up to this, have you drawn?
Yes. Yes,
Now
sir.
projection. Now projection. Let us take projection now in front view. So how much length is given? Sorry, not length. How much height is given for this prism? height
65.
65.
65.
mm.
From the xy now you can draw this 65. 65, 65. Not this. Will be 40, 40, and 65. And this. Okay, like this. It will be look like this. And how much height? If you want to give its axis, you can. Suppose you want to give its axis something like this. You can give axis also if you want to give. So with the initial, to avoid confusion, many more line will come. That's why I will not give axis. Okay. So what will be the height of this?
65.
65. It will be 65. Okay. Now names we have to give to this prism. Name. So what we have discussed, what will be its top surface or top square? Top square ला आपण काय नाव द्यायचं ठरवलंय? For top surface, what name we should we have decided to give? 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what at the top? So which 2 points will overlap here? 1 and 2, or 1 dash, 2 dash? A and B. ते आपण बेसला देणार आहोत. इथे ह्याचा टॉप सरफेस. दिस लाईन विल बी द टॉप सरफेस. हा टॉप सरफेस आहे. इथे कुठले 2 पॉइंट ओव्हरलॅप होतील?
3 dash and 4 dash.
3 and 4.
3 dash 4 or 3 and 4 way. So this will be the easy line दिसते. म्हणजे what is the true shape of top surface? What is the true shape of top surface of this square prism? What is the true shape of top surface of the prism?
Square.
What is the true shape of top surface of the square prism?
Square.
Square.
Very good. Square. Whether we are observing that true shape in आपल्याला true shape दिसतो in top view, whether we are getting its true shape. In top view we are getting true shape. So here we are getting its line view. Why we are getting line view in front view? Because एखादा प्लेन चा आपण line view कधी भेटतो आपल्याला? When we are getting line view of a particular plane, when that plane is perpendicular. Okay, that's why. So similarly, we can give name to the base. I will not. So what will be the names for the base? So here I will give name. What will be name for base? One is
A dash
A.
B dash.
A dash B dash. Very good. Here there will be
C dash D dash.
what will be the name? C dash D dash. C dash D dash. Okay. Up to this, please complete it. And once completed, let me know. Complete up to this means as like our true shape we are going. Up to this, complete it. And once completed, tell me. Most lengthy problem in the syllabus. Once this chapter will over, 80% syllabus will get over. Up to this, have you completed?
Yes, sir.
Roll number 3.
Yes, sir.
Have you shown height? How much height is given?
65 mm.
65.
65. Now for this prism, how many flat surfaces are there? How many flat understanding is important in this
6.
chapter. How many flat surfaces are there for any square prism?
6.
6. How many are there?
6.
6.
6.
6. 6 flat surfaces are there. Okay. So these are how they are rectangular in shape. We have just discussed. It is a rectangular in shape. No. Okay. So can anybody tell out of 6, 1 or 2 rectangular shape flat surfaces or square, whatever? सहापैकी थोड्याफार कोण सांगू शकते का फ्लॅट सर्फेसेस? 1 or 2? Top and base. Okay. And top and base 1, 2, 3, 4. That is top. A, B, C, D square, bottom or base, and remaining 4 which will be peripheral. Correct? Peripheral. Can anybody tell which are that peripheral?
1 dash, A dash, C dash, 3 dash.
1 dash, 2 dash.
Nice.
Correct. Next 1 dash, 2 dash. Next.
A dash, B dash.
B dash, A dash.
Okay, means this vertical line you want to say. This vertical line is a one surface, no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. And this will be another surface. And remaining 2 which one? Now
1 dash,
this
A
4.
dash, C dash, 3 dash.
1 dash, 2 dash.
1 dash, A dash, 3 dash, C dash.
1 dash, 2 dash.
A,
1 dash, A dash.
C dash, 3 dash.
Means front and back. Simply you can say front and back. Okay. So top, bottom, 2, left hand side, right hand side, front and back. So try to imagine that also. So this will be we can see here this is also one flat surface and this is also one flat surface. Front and back, whatever I am telling. So this is front and back. 2 sides I have highlighted here, front and back. Okay. Now condition. So this was the first step, and in this case always remember observer is always observing the object in this direction. So this is the direction of observation. So this one is the direction of observation. So whatever arrow I have just drawn here, so this is the observation direction. Observer is always observing. Which method of projection we are imply or applying in our practical life? Method of
First angle.
first angle method of projection. In that, what it is in between views, what it remains in between, मध्ये काय असते फर्स्ट अँगल मेथड ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन मध्ये? Object.
Yes, sir.
Object is in between observer and what? Chapter number 1. Object
Plane
is in
of
between.
projection.
Very good. Object is in between observer and plane of projection.
Observer.
In third angle method of projection, what it is there in between observer and object? मध्ये कोण असते?
Plane.
Plane.
P means plane of projection. Chapter number 1. So this is the first step of this. Very slowly I am going. That's why this is the first step of this problem. Next, what to do now? Next, condition. What is the condition is given in the problem statement? Means 50% problem is over. Now next, what it is given?
Inclination with VHP.
Inclination with whom it is given? Inclination with HP. Whose inclination is given?
Resting side.
Not resting side. Is it the inclination of resting side or it is the inclination of face? Huh? Is it the inclination of side or face?
Side.
Side or face? Observe second. Observe second carefully. Read the second sentence very carefully. The face containing the resting side is inclined at 45 to HP. It is the inclination of face. It is inclination of face. Now you tell me which face containing that resting side. Before that, I will ask which is the resting side of this square prism, which we have drawn towards right.
AB.
AB. Now which will be very good? Huh? AB. Okay, that will be side AB. Now which will be the face which contain this resting side? Face means rectangular face or rectangular side, we can say surface. Huh? Which will be the face which will contain resting side?
A dash, 2 dash, B dash, A dash.
A dash.
A dash, B dash, 1 dash, 2 dash.
Very good. A dash, B dash, 1 dash, 2 dash means this particular line, which is we are observing as a line in front view. Actually, it is face. Actually, it is face. Are you getting? This is whatever line right now I am highlighted. It is not line, but it is a face of the square prism. One of the face of the square prism, then including what? Base side. So inclination of this side is given. Inclination of this side is given. How much it is given with HP?
45 degree.
45 degree means this 1 dash, 2 dash, A dash, B dash. This particular face, I am not saying line. Nah? This particular face, it should make how much angle with HP?
45 degree.
45. Now general method. Point here, random point. How much degree line you are going to draw from here?
45.
Any distance you can take, and here line which will make how much angle? Which will make how much angle?
45.
Or I will draw a little away. Same line I will take here. Which will make how much? If I will measure, how much it is making? 45. Now at the base, the base side will remain here. So here I am going to give name A dash, B dash. Now whatever, now in this case, just we have to rotate the prism so that containing face containing the edge, resting edge will make 45 degree. That is only condition. That is the condition, nothing else. Only that is the condition. Okay. So take one random point on XY line, draw 45 degree, and only whatever front view you have drawn in the first stage, only you have to rotate till it will make condition as a 45 degree. Are you getting? Take a look. Now remaining point we have to locate. So where will be the point 1 dash, 2 dash on this 45 degree line? Where will be that?
65 mm.
65 mm distance.
Very good. It will be at a distance of 65.
65
So
mm.
look at that point now. Look at that point. So from this corner or point, you can take how much distance? 65. 65. So it will be something like this. So here will be which point? Point असेल?
1 dash, 2 dash.
1 dash, 2 dash. It will be 1 dash, 2 dash. Okay. Now remaining point C dash, D dash, and 3 dash, 4 dash. How you are going to locate करता येतील?
Yes, sir.
You can locate with the help of
Compass.
what will be another method? This
40 mm.
40 mm चा perpendicular.
Perpendicular is most important. Here you have to draw perpendicular line, or by using compass also, no issue. Perpendicular is most important. Here it should be perpendicular. So this line should be the perpendicular here. Intentionally I have drawn. It should be perpendicular, and you can draw it here also. Okay. Similarly, parallel line from this 1 dash, 2 dash, and you can join this. And finally, you can join this. And here you can give name. Means whatever we have observed only same point. Okay, up to this, have you completed? Take your time. So condition we have satisfied here. So whatever condition it was there, just we have to satisfy. Are you drawing with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First, we have to take random point on XY line. Then 45-degree, one line we have to draw, on which that face we have to draw. Actually, that face right now it is observing as a one line. That face we have to draw on that line, and this front view only we have to rotate, nothing. So I will ask one question here. Have you completed this?
Yes, sir.
So
All of you? Shall I ask randomly? Rule number 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So will you check your how much angle base is making with HP or XY line? Will you measure and tell how much your base is making angle with XY? Base
45 degree.
40 exactly? Or you are telling after calculation? Are you measuring or just you are telling?
Measuring.
Sure. Rule number 46. What is your answer? How much your base is making angle with XY?
45.
45?
Yes, sir.
45. If you have drawn correctly, it should be a 45. So actually, fortunately, both angles are 45. Actually, one concept I want to tell here. So whatever flat surface or slanting edge will make angle 90 minus that base will be made after this. What we have to do? Projection. Now just we want to. Am I audible?
Yes,
Just
sir.
we have. Okay. Just we have to now take the projection line in the second stage. Projection line in second stage. Okay. So take the projection line vertically. How will you lines projection line vertically?
Downward.
Downward.
vertically downward. Take it. In this way. Vertically downward. Similarly, how we can take again vertical projection line vertically downward? Okay. Next one is
Horizontal.
the top view, earlier top view. From where we can draw? Earlier top view. Huh? Am I audible? Or are you drawing
Yes, sir.
lines?
Yes,
How
sir.
will be lines from the earlier top view?
Horizontal.
Horizontal. So it will be horizontal. Again, you can draw horizontal line. It will be like this. Let us draw again faint line. It should be faint line. How many lines will come? Horizontal?
2.
Only two. Only two lines will come. In this. Now, what is our aim? What is our aim? I will draw
Locate
horizontal.
points and join.
Locate the point and join. Before that, only we have to locate the point. Suppose you want to locate point 1. Point 1. What you have to observe to locate point 1? Intersection of projection line from front view and top view. Correct. So if I want to locate, suppose point 1, where will be point 1? So which will be the combination of this?
Extreme right.
Extreme right. Point 1. Correct. Next, point 2. Very carefully you have to say where are the points. This will be my point. Bottom 2. Then point 3. Middle. Point 3. Then point 4. Very carefully you have to say.
Middle above.
Middle upper side. Okay. This is our top surface. Similarly, bottom. A, B, C, D. Point A. Will be here A. Then point B. Point B. Point D.
Extreme left.
Very good. Extreme left. And point which will be this point where I am writing right now. Point
C.
Point C. So have you got these points?
Yes, sir.
Only don't join. Just first. Have you completed up to this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No. Any problem? Now we have to join. Now we have to join these points. Okay, so as I told earlier, for this particular case number 2, from where will be the observer? Observer कुणीकडून बघत असणार आहे या केस साठी? We are drawing the top view now. Okay, we are drawing top view, means observer will be observed. So this will be he will be our observer. So he will be observing the thing from here. So I will come here like this, exactly from the top, maybe something like this. So like this, he may be observing, not maybe not exactly from here, but from somewhere here, orthogonal. Okay, so he is observing the things from this arrow. Are you observing one arrow which I am drawn right now? Okay, arrow दिसतोय का मी आता just काढला बघा एक for the top view.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now whatever, now you have to imagine, now imagination is required here. So whatever edges you are observing from the top, that edges will be dark. जे काय top कडून दिसेल top view मध्ये, all edges will be dark, and the edges which are you are unable to see from the top, that will be dotted. Okay, so whether are you imagining top surface will be dark, means 1 2 3 4 all lines will come dark because from the top. Or shall I show how it will be? दाखवू हे तुम्हाला कसं येते नक्की. So quickly I will tell you here how it is. So there is one cylinder, sorry, there is one square prism. Okay, how much side is there?
480.
40, base side 40. Okay, 40. And how much height is given?
65.
65.
65. Okay, this concept is most important. 65. It is like this. In top view, this prism is like this. Means at the initially it is like this. Initially it is placed in something like this. It is top view, we have drawn something like this. Front view we have drawn like this. Now inclination we have to see. It is like this. Inclination. So with whom it is inclined? How it is, with whom it is inclined? Angle is
With
given.
HP.
With HP. So just it is inclined. So I will try to give rotation also. So it is inclined like this. Means in front view it looks like this. आता inclined झालेला आहे का आपला?
Yes, sir.
Is it inclined like this? आपण या स्टेज मध्ये असा inclined काढलेला आहे. Right now we want to draw its top view. जो top view याचा असा दिसणार आहे बघा. दिसतोय का तुम्हाला? This top view will be something like this. Means whatever top surface is there, आता मला सांगा which view is not possible to see, or which edge is not possible to see. Exact असा आहे तो सध्या आपला असा आहे inclined. ठीक आहे, in this way we have drawn. Now we want to draw its top view, means in this way. Top view will be like this. याच्यामध्ये कुठली एज आपल्याला दिसू शकत नाही. टॉप सरफेसच्या 4 एजेस दिसते. एनी प्रॉब्लेम? From the top all edges are possible to see. दिसते का? टॉपच्या दिसते, कडच्या दिस एज. फक्त ज्या बॉटमच्या 3 एजेस आहेत, 3 दिसत नाहीत आपल्याला. येते का लक्षात बघा? बॉटमच्या ज्या 3 राहिलेल्या एजेस आहेत फ्रॉम द बॉटम, या जे एजेस राहतात खाली, it is not possible to see. That's why initially it will come dotted, but at the end it is going to become dark. तर मी पहिल्यांदा काय करतो, टॉप सरफेस आहे असा दिसतोय मला. टॉप सरफेस I am observing as it is, so I will draw first top surface. So 1 2 2 3, this 1 2 3 4 हा आहे असा दिसला. बॉटम मधली फक्त एकच एज दिसते, कुठली? C2D. C2D फक्त दिसली, ती काढली मी. त्याच्यानंतर हा सरफेस 3 4 C D that I will join. 3 4 C D म्हणजे D to 4 हे जर जॉईन केलं तरी सगळंच असं दिसेल. आणि नंतर 3 to C where is 3? Here at the bottom it will be something like this. Okay, A to B, only A to B side is not possible to see. A to B he dotted this is dotted. Why? It is not possible to see from the
top.
So it will be dotted. Yeah, she dotted काढायची. Maybe something like this. Dotted. ठीक आहे. It will be dotted something like this. असा येईल त्याचा टॉप व्ह्यू ओव्हर. ऍक्च्युली बेसच्या एकच साइड दिसते आपल्याला CD. इवन वी आर नॉट ऑब्झर्विंग A to B सुद्धा, A to D आणि B to C dotted येते, but it is overlapping by dark. That's why it is this will be the only A to B will come dotted, remaining all will come dark. Have you understood? येते का लक्षात? Say yes or no. Have you understood? Roll number 3. Have you understood? Say yes or no. 1. Shivani actually. Am I audible? Roll number 7.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Roll number 2. Bingare.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I am not getting voice. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please complete this. I'm not getting voice. Still, you can take this, and one problem you can take for homework. Please take the screenshot of this. Take the screenshot of this, and or you can complete this and take this problem for homework. We will solve afterwards. Take this problem as a homework. If possible, you solve. Otherwise, we will try to solve in next lecture. No issue. Okay, we will stop. We will stop.